Hey, what's up guys? Do you want to know the absolute best and worst exercises for building big arms? I'm about to show you in this video. So make sure you check it out because you're going to want to hear what I have to say. Hey, what's up guys? Gary Walker here with liveanabolic.com. Okay, some of the best bicep exercises, best tricep exercises, and then I'm also going to show you some of the best or worst bicep and tricep exercises. I'm not going to give you a lot. I just want you to be able to decide for yourself if some of these are worth doing or not. I'm going to explain why I feel some of the best and then also why some of these are the worst. And then it's going to be up to you if you want to continue to do these exercises. All right, that being said, one of the best for biceps, my all-time favorite, is the incline curls, dumbbell incline curls. I love the full stretch. It allows for a huge range of motion when you're doing this exercise. Also, I've actually done these with TriCon sets. I don't know if you've seen my TriCon videos yet. If you haven't, make sure you check out some of my TriCon videos because doing these with a TriCon brings a completely new intensity to the incline curls. But basically the goal with the incline is keep those elbows back. You want about a 45-degree incline. You don't want the lower 30-degree. So 45 is what I usually recommend. And then keep your torso, your back pressed, your lower back pressed into the back pad. And then get those elbows behind your body and then keep them there. You're gonna bring the dumbbells up and really focus on contracting as hard as you can. The key with this exercise, on the way up, you wanna keep your elbows behind your body. If you bring your elbows forward, then you're basically gonna have your wrist right over your elbow and then you're resting your biceps. So do that and you'll see what I'm talking about. From that position, bring those elbows back behind your body, and then not only is the weight, but gravity is constantly pulling down on that weight. So that's gonna help keep constant tension on the biceps. So once again, good full stretch at the bottom, good hard contraction. Also, when you're contracting these dumbbells, man, do a hard supination. Basically, supination is getting that palm straight up. A hard supination, not that that really makes a lot of sense, but get that pinky rotated over and higher than that thumb. That's really gonna give a huge peak contraction. You'll do that and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, that's one of my favorites. The next for biceps is cable curls, man. I love cable curls. A lot of people don't do them enough. Just a straight bar in front of you. You can also do a dual handle system. I've done those as well. But basically 2 separate handles, that's gonna allow you to really rotate and drive those biceps out. But here I'm demonstrating with a straight bar. You'll notice elbows are pinned to my side. Shoulders need to be kept back. People tend to cheat this movement. They try to bring their shoulders forward a little bit. And you actually wanna pin those back. Get the chest out, shoulders back, and keep the elbows pinned to your side. Good stretch at the bottom and good contraction at the top. Once again, use that same supination technique. When you're working these, even though you can't actually rotate those because you've got a fixed bar, by initiating that pinky rotation, it's still gonna add to that contraction. So it's imagining you breaking that bar in half. Doing that is going to give you a really, really good contraction. Do that at the top of every movement. Nice, slow, and under control when you're doing these. All right, those are 2 bicep movements that I really like. The reason I recommended the cable curls is the continuous tension that you're doing. There's really no tension being removed from your biceps. That's what I like about it. There's not a dead set there. There's not a dead movement in the whole movement. So you're constantly getting tension at the bottom because it's pulling, and you're getting a ton of tension at the top when you're contracting. All right, one of the worst ones, but one of the most common is heavy barbell curls. And I've actually got these two lumped together. So I'm gonna give you one really bad one, but it's heavy barbell curls and heavy dumbbell curls. When you go heavy, you tend to use momentum. You tend to round your shoulders. You tend to cheat the range of motion. You'll see a lot of people, as opposed to keeping your shoulders back, chest out, arms pinned in nice arcing motion, they actually bring their shoulders closer and bring their elbows up. When you're doing that, you're really shortening the range of motion and you're not getting a whole lot of beneficial work done. That's what happens when you go heavy. You're not using good form, and to get the weight up, you're no longer just focused on using the bicep to get the weight up. You're focused on using a lot more musculature. You're using your momentum from your hips, your leg drive, you're really swinging the weights. If you do that, then you're cheating yourself. You're not getting full optimization of each rep. And that's what I want for you if you really want to build biceps. If you want to build biceps, your biceps need to do 100% of the work. If you're going too heavy, that's not possible, because then your mindset changes. It's no longer focused on the mind to muscle connection. It's focused on just getting the weight up from point A to point B. It's hard, it's a struggle, and your mind is completely focused on the wrong things. It's not focused on that muscle specifically. So that's why I've got both of those, just heavy curls. Heavy curls in general need to be avoided. Focus on things that you can get more work with your biceps, more constant tension, continuous tension. That's gonna help you. More mind-muscle connection is gonna go a long ways towards building those biceps, and then the range of motion, making sure you are utilizing a full range of motion with each rep. All right, those are the bicep exercises. Now let me give you some of my favorites. I'll give you two of my favorite tricep exercises. People used to ask me, because my triceps were the larger part of my arm, they still are. I've got really large triceps. And one of the things I've always recommended is parallel bar dips. Parallel bar dips will put tons of mass on your tris. But you want to make sure that you're leaning forward slightly. All right, when you're doing this, you're grabbing each bar to your side and you're bringing those elbows and tuck them into your side. Rotate them in. Rotate them in, tuck them to your side, and then lean forward slightly. If you stay with a completely upright torso, you're gonna strain your shoulders, and then I don't recommend this exercise. If you don't know how to do it correctly, then avoid it. I'm trying to show you how to do it correctly so you can implement it and get all of the benefits from it, because it will give you some awesome meaty tris, okay? All right, so basically you're rotated, elbows into your side, lean forward slightly, and then bring that body, your upper body, down as far as you can, filling the stretch in your triceps. Make sure the stretch is in the triceps and not the chest. So play with your positioning until you feel that. You don't want to really get a stretch in your shoulders or in your chest more so than your triceps. You really want to feel your triceps stretching. Once you're in the stretch position, then contract those. It's basically you're getting those arms and you're locking them back up to the top, getting a good hard contraction at the top. That's gonna help you create really good triceps. Second tricep exercise I really love is a low cable kickback. I don't usually recommend kickbacks. You'll hear me explain why in a minute. However, with the cable version, if you notice how I'm doing it, you're stepping away from the cable apparatus, you're creating tension in your tricep. So there's constant tension, if I can get it out. Constant tension throughout the full rep. That's what I want. Even at the beginning, you've already created tension. You're driving that elbow up. You notice bending over by hinging at the hips. Don't just bend over, because that's gonna strain your lower back. Hinge at the hips, bend over slightly, even support your upper body with your opposite hand, and get that elbow up next to your side, and then keep it there. And with the cable, you're already gonna feel tension. Now you're actually gonna extend that arm as hard as possible. Even hold that contraction for 2 seconds. 2-second contraction before you release it back. And when you release it back, release it slow, okay? When you release it, keep your elbow in that fixed position. Don't allow it to go forward. Just keep it in that fixed position. That's gonna give you awesome looking triceps as well, because once again, you've got a full range of motion and you are having constant tension in that tricep, in the muscle that you're supposed to be working. So both of those exercises are gonna really help shape your triceps. Now, the two that you absolutely need to avoid, especially being an older man, is the bench dips. Bench dips are horrible, not only for your shoulders, but your elbows, and they don't give you a whole lot of tricep work anyways, because your body is so it's in an awkward position, and you're really not gonna get that great tricep development, but you can actually damage your shoulders, damage your elbows. So be careful of these. I know a lot of people do them, and again, I've been in this industry a long time, I've been training a long time. I was one of those guys doing bench dips with 4 or 5 plates on my lap, thinking it looked cool, but it's horrible for your shoulders. Luckily, I continued to educate, I continued to become smarter and realized, okay, my triceps aren't growing by doing this crap. But the other more safe exercises will actually put tons of size on your triceps. All right, that being said, last one that I want you to avoid. Touched on it briefly just a while ago, but it is dumbbell kickbacks. Here's the thing that separates a cable kickback with a dumbbell kickback. The dumbbell kickback, you actually lose tension at the beginning of the movement. You can just dangle the weight there and you're not getting any of that tension in that tricep. That's where the cable really surpasses this exercise. You'll notice people doing the dumbbell kickbacks, you're getting good contraction, you're getting a lot of tension at the top, but as soon as you drop the weight, it's just there. It's dangling and there's no tension on that tricep, as opposed to you having to hold the cable weight back, which is keeping that tension on the tricep. So that's why even years ago when I was studying some of these other studies, people did a lot of studies on dumbbell kickbacks. It showed that they don't do much for your triceps at all. And it was a very popular exercise, but that's why, because you lose the tension at the beginning of the movement. And at the beginning of each and every rep, there's very little tension there. But replace the dumbbell kickback with the low cable kickbacks and you'll get tremendous benefits. But man, all right, if you have any questions about any of these exercises, let me know. I think I lost the light here, so if I'm looking funny, I apologize. And also, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, that way I know you like this video so I can continue to film more like it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share this video, man. I know you got buddies that can benefit from this video, some of my other videos. So if you will, recommend this channel to some of your buddies as well. And guys, that's all I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.